Felix, welcome to Best Ball Nation.
Dude, every time I watch that, it just makes me smile. Thank you, Davis. Once again, I know you say I don't have to thank you, but I want to say thank you because it makes me smile. Makes me smile, makes me laugh every time I see it. For anybody that wasn't here, well, technically nobody was here yesterday. But if anybody didn't that missed it, I did a show with Megan Shoop yesterday over on FanSpeak, and we did talk about exposures. We did all that jazz. A really good conversation. I would suggest to go watch it. What else? We did a BBM4 draft. We're gonna do another one tonight. This is my BBM4 week, is the way we can look at it. And then when I get back from my trip, which will be technically back at Monday, but it'll probably be late at night. So we'll probably go back live Tuesday. So anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we had a good conversation about our exposures and whatnot. I had Hot Pockets. I got Hot Pocket cheese on my hand. I have a child. And so we talked about our exposures, and we did a BBM4 draft over there. I would highly recommend it. It's a nice little show we did. And yeah. Do I? Oh yeah, training camp talk. What happened today? George Pickens made like the catch of the season again, and it was in training camp. The dude like was hanging over JPJ and snagged it somehow. Christian Watson caught like a 60-yard bomb from Jordan Love. I mean, it's a good day to be me. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. Travion Williams escaped a bad injury, I think. I got tagged in a tweet and say, oh, you should be happy he got carted off. I'm never happy for somebody to get hurt. But I really actually wasn't even worried. In my head, Travion Williams is not like even a forethought for Chase. I think he's already secured the role. He just needs to continue to be out there and working. Pickens can't help it. He has one preferred catch style. Amazing. Yeah, dude. The dude, I don't have enough of them, but jeez. And I love when he got up. He just like dropped it in his face. Oh, it was dirty. It was dirty. I miss football. I'm excited that it's back, and it's coming back. 2 sleeps tonight, sleep tomorrow, sleep 2 sleeps. Whoo-wee. That's fast. That's coming up real fast. I need to pull up a Twitter. See if I missed anything else today. NFL beat writers on Bengals backup running backs, and who will be the next after Joe Mixon in the backfield room remains an open question. Travion Williams, Chris Evans, and rookie Chase Brown, who got some Austin Eckler to his game. In that mix, all those guys have the ability, but the player who proves himself as a pass blocker will significantly factor into who gets the call in replacing Samaje Perine. Sounds like Chase Brown to me. That was 42 seconds ago by those guys, so who knows what they know. What's it called? Justin Jefferson looks pretty solid. Devontae Smith destroys any kind of ladder game. What else? Is there anything else that's happened today? I don't know why you're yelling at me, Kat. You did something else today. Let's see here. Let's go back to the top. Anything else you've written down? 32 beat writers. July 31st. What else is there today? Cardinals looked you know, they had highlights, but I wouldn't really say like they're impressive. I will say Michael Wilson doesn't look half bad. If and when if Kyler Murray does come back, I could see him being a fan favorite. No, a target hog. The dude's got good catching ability. He's like just well built. He's like a skinny David Boston. You know what I mean? He's jacked. Let's just see here. Deshaun Watson with a dot to Amari Cooper. I mean, it was a decent pass. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Jamar Chase takes an outside route to the house. Blah blah blah. That's not mean anything. I've always been a fan of Jimmy Ruckert. That'd be nice. Zay Flowers to a nice catch today. Nick Chubb getting some passing work, which is, I'm curious if it's going to be that way or not. Deuce Vaughn, I feel like Deuce Vaughn got a lot of hate for just being small, even though there's nothing wrong with being small. And just because you haven't seen it before doesn't mean it can't happen. Cowboys. I love watching Cowboy. I hope people get hyped on Cowboys so that they go higher and I can get more pieces of other stuff. That's what I hope for. All right. Let's go ahead and log into Underdog. Nickelodeon. And pull on the YouTube and share the link because I forget to do that sometimes. I'm sure somebody else is streaming right now. It'll be there. And there. Time hole. Twitter. Share it. TC Talk. BBM4 draft. And Jalen Hyatt does look fast. Woo. That was fast. Oh, we have 3 notifications. Oh, yeah, I forgot I commented on that. The only one of my faves that I'll happily be happy if I get wrong. Godspeed, you, Davis, and Najee himself. Man, there's going to be so many people eating crow if Najee blows up this year. It's going to make me laugh. It's going to make me laugh just a smidge. It's like the writing was on the wall. Let's just put it that way. It was on the wall that they were going to do this. It was not a surprise. They cannot claim it was a surprise because I was yelling it from the rooftops. All right, top head. Boop. And then we present Underdog Fantasy. And go ahead, enter. Yes. We need 4. We might do another, depending on how I feel. I was pretty sleepy at work today, so maybe I need more sleep, but we'll see. We'll see if I actually go to sleep. Waiting for 2. I'm not yet sponsored by Ghost, but I will soon be asking for their affiliate shit. Stuff is so good. Ooh, top 5 draft. I'm getting cut, baby. Or I might get Chase if somebody wants to go see it too, which is always silly to me. Yeah, I'm going to finish all my Underdog drafts before the end of this week. So have let's see here, 4 per 100, and I have 825. Let's say 8 times 4 is 32. I have 33 left after this one to enter. Obviously, I'll be in a bunch of slows, which is kind of where I want to be. Yeah, I want to be doing the slows as the news trickles in, and then finishing up by like week 2 should be done with all of the I guess next week. Well, it might be at the end of next week or the beginning of the week after. I guess week 2 for everybody else. I don't know how do you consider each one. Let's see here. I'm on the clock. The easy selection of Cooper Kupp. It boggles my mind. Like before he left us this past year, which I think was calculated on his part, not really injury related, but injured. He was saving himself. The dude was straight up dominating this past year. And not even remotely close, like dominating. Nothing's changed. And in fact, improvements on the offensive side and defensive struggles now over there. So maybe they may not get the ball back, but there may be more shootouts, which maybe lead to more possessions to come. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that Kupp is a stud. And he also won me $1 million. So, Kings of Kings is here. How we doing, buddy? Kings of Kings. Peace. A message on my Best Ball Nation, which I never use. I'm trying to remember. What is the name? Frankie Frank. I believe. I can be wrong. Is that right? Yeah, Frankie Frank? I can be wrong. I don't remember exactly. I'm not perfect. What? Oh, yeah. What was Calvin Ridley walking off the field with Trent Baalke? What was up with that? Is he hurt? Because I didn't see anybody say anything. Am I back on the block? I look fast. No. I am not. God, my wife is so hot. I'm so lucky, dude. Like, at least I think I'm lucky. I have my wife as my background, you know what I'm saying, on my phone. Every time I pull it up, oh, damn. I'm a lucky son of a bitch. Look, I'm a decent. All right, I'll give myself a nice solid 5, but my wife is a solid 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God. Thank goodness. I don't think anybody's perfect, and 9s are like, people that you don't actually want to be with. So 8's perfect to me. Commander's weapons. Blah. I honestly I enjoy. It's hard not to like have your opinion swayed about what you're seeing on the practice field, right? Did you have her for a wife before or after 1 million? We've been married for 8 years now, right? 2015, yeah, 8 years. No, so she's been my wife for 8 years. We've been together for 2010, so 13 years now. She moved in with me after our first date. Definitely Dennis, my guy, my main man, Dennis. I love the like. I appreciate it. We might do two. Let's see. Oh, how many likes do we have? Oh, shit. I'm on the clock. Woo. That's okay. I'll take Pollard or Henry. Yeah. Perfect. That's fine with me. That's who I wanted. That's why my rankings are built that way. Are you a secret trillionaire or do you have a nice? I'll just say I have a good personality. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just got lucky. You know what? Actually, she was a hot mess when I met her. I love my wife to death, but she was a hot mess when I met her. She had just gotten kicked out of her house. And then and she probably could have stayed with her friend, but I was like, why don't you just move in with me? You know, I was like, our first date, just move in. And so she came in with her trash bags of clothes and she moved in with me. It was, which is funny because I was like my first time ever like being out on my own. My mom had just moved out. So I had the whole place to myself. And she decided to move in with me. So I've never actually ever lived alone. So this is actually probably the most time in my entire life I've actually not been around anybody. Yeah. She is my person. And she lets me do this. So she's not like, she doesn't judge me, which is nice. Happily married. I get to see her in 3 days. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It took me 7 years to win $1 million, so it probably took me. I mean, to be fair, the amount I've been playing throughout like our dating life, right, or togetherness, I had my first win roughly like 5 months in. It was like I wouldn't say like win-win, like it was huge, like, but it was I played the the single dollar entry, the daily dollar is what it's called, and it took me about 4 months to get my first win. It was in college football, and I turned $1 into $75. So probably was still negative, you know, probably $300 probably at that point because I was playing like $1 and everything, and yeah, I just constantly played, man. So you're back up $42.34 lifetime earnings. I'm up. Well, once I moved away from Illinois, it took me. I kept playing. I won 50,000. So then I was up, probably even. You know what I'm saying? And then in the next year I won another 50,000. And then that January is when I won the million, and then I won another 50,000. So thankfully, I have been blessed and lucky. So I'm like, I think my career earnings or whatever, it's like 1,200,000 something. So I'm just generally lucky. Just in general, I got a shoehorn up somewhere, or a horseshoe somewhere. Anything interesting going on in this draft? Let's find out. There's Taylor, Allen, Cooper. I need to upload my rankings, so we'll do that after I get off today. I think I drafted with Augie Dunk earlier as well. I feel like I'm drafting with a lot of the same people, but I'm not sure. Oh, well, I definitely have to do another draft. I was supposed to do a specific way to draft today. Michael Kai told me to draft. So I'm doing another draft right after this one. I don't even remember what it's supposed to be like. Oh, yeah, I remember now. So right after this one, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to call it night. Last year on DraftKings on Chalk Week, I started Diggs and James Robinson over Eckler and Gabe Davis. It only cost me – yeah. Chalk week. What week is chalk week? I had 7 other things right on chalk week. It's chalk week. Chalk. Is that week 17 or week 18? There was a chalk week that where the Lions game was like super chalk, but I don't know. I don't think that's what you're talking about. Diggs, Chubb, Allen, Lamar Jackson. Dude, that was like every week. I felt like every week last year was like chalk with like a spice on it, like something a little bit different. But like chalk hit like a lot last year. Oh, against Pittsburgh, so that was like week 5, week 6. You know, I know this because I had a lot of Gabe Davis last year. That didn't happen that often. That was the first game Kenny Pickett started against the Bills and the Steelers. Yeah, I've made like 7 lineups because I have to do the achievements or not achievements, the missions every day, and then so I'm like whatever the mission is, I just do a lineup with whatever thing it has. So far I have like 4 $100 lineups and then I'm just putting all the crowns that they're going to give me towards that contest. So I have, I think, 10 of the $5 built so far, and then I have 3 or 4 of the $100. And if if I don't win, I don't win, and if I win, I win. Joe Burrow going at the turn. Oh, he had to take T. Higgins. I guess he wasn't going to take him either way. I could be a dick and take Herbert. So I'm going to be. Suckers. I really wanted Hawkinson, but he's gone. And I was like, do I go JSN there? He could make it back to me, potentially. Potentially. Gave it all back the next few weeks, like a little degenerate. Yeah. We always do. Yep, I am trying not to give all my money back. I say he might come back to me. He literally goes to pick after me. My goal is to. Last year I went a little extra on playing cash, like playing my lineups out because I was trying to make my stuff less, even though I won 50K like right before. So whatever, like it's I'm not going to get it down below $1 million or whatever. But what was I saying? I was saying something. I'm drawn like. Oh yeah, what I'm trying to say was I'm only going to try to spend like $10,000 a year on best ball, which should be the 2 milli makers and a couple shots at the big ones, and then the daily play I play with you guys kind of thing. So about this year it's what 1,500 plus 3,750 or whatever, so it's like 5,000, which gives me about 5,000 to do on a day, like a stream basis. If I go over, I go over, but it's not like I'm trying to go over. I think during the offseason, I took February off, I think it was, or January. Mentally, I was just kind of spent on football and best ball and streaming all together. It was hard on the mentals, so I took some time, regrouped, Did one show at a time. Didn't do too much. I mean, I was literally on the clock 24/7 last year. Like when I won, I maxed every tournament except for the big dog, like in the Mastiff. I really don't like the payout for the Mastiff. I don't like underdogs big payouts. It's not really worth it to me, but I feel like it's more like a cash game, which I'm not. I'm more of a GPP kind of guy. Though I didn't play as much as I thought I was going to. But that's because I was like on the clock like at all times. Like I wasn't like not drafting at all times. But I should have not played as many little tournaments and just say that like played the bigger tournaments. Well, we live and we learn. So we win the Millie Maker this year. We know how to allocate our time this year. It'd be wild though, right? If anybody in the industry was to win it, this guy wins it twice. That'd be interesting. Because there's a lot of good people out there, a lot of smart people who think they know what they're talking about. It's just funny. It's all variance. No one can really, unless you can literally predict the future. You can't. It's impossible. Oh, Gabe Davis goes off the board. Man, so many good players off the board. So we're going to get, I think we're going to get Kyle Pitts here. And then get, I'm going to get Kyle Pitts here. And then I'm going to get, I should have grabbed George. Anyways, I'm going to get Quentin Johnson. If George Dixon backs me up, if Quentin doesn't. Because Kings of Kings is behind me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, duh. Kings of Kings took Gabe Davis. Not a surprise anymore. Not a surprise. A lot of running backs off the board, too, here. Usually I have to have one more receiver by now, but it's okay. I did one, drafted the Dalmatian with the dog pound. Yeah. I probably won't do any this year on an underdog. One, they didn't let me change my name, so I'm like a little salty towards them. Which is this week is going to be the only week that they get pub for me because I'm just trying to get my BBM4 exposures or BBM4 in. And then if we're going back to DK next week, starting Tuesday, we might push it to Wednesday if I feel like not jet lag because I'm driving the entire way, but if I'm like awake on Tuesday. If not, for 100%, we'll be back on Wednesday. Back into the groove. It's crazy. My kid's going to start school for the first time. Oh. I am going to have a great school year. But Jacob, who took Pickens? I'm just curious now. Oh, I have a whole thing behind. Pitts, Johnson. You did take him. So you are watching Kings of Kings. I see you now. Oh, I went too far. Too far. Too far. Way too far. Still way too far. Okay. I think we're approaching it. Okay, closer. goodness. We're up to 6 likes. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. We're still going to do another one because I forgot to do the draft idea that Michael and I talked about last night on stream. And if you're not a Patreon member, I did this. Typically, we'll do streams after the stream that I do afterwards. I think I need to get checked out. I think I need to go to the doctors. I'm so fucking tired all the damn time. Which is so funny because I could do that 25-hour stream and not feel tired at all. Maybe it's this room. No, because I was in this room. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. Why I'm tired when I don't have a 25-hour stream, but I could get tired at work. I get tired here. I don't know. Curious. Very curious. I don't know. Let's see here. What's going on the board? What's going on? What do you guys got for me? Court Sutton, Michael Pittman, Elijah Moore, Deshaun Watson. That's a good combo. I like to do that there. It's a little early, but I guess that's where they go. So why would you grab 2 attacks? That doesn't make sense. It didn't matter because he wasn't grabbing him. Who got Waddle? Where the fuck did Waddle go? Am I not seeing it? Oh, no quarterback. Maybe he thought he was going to grab it. So he just wanted to snipe him. I mean, I'll happily take Traylon Burks if you don't take it, Zombie. It's not your turn to draft. Bullshit. Damn, we took him. Not even a question who I was going there. I need more receivers. I mean, my running backs are top tier, so I'm not too worried about that. Quarterbacks, top tier. My wide receivers, all different buys, so that feels good. My starting positions have been filled, and I feel good about the squad starting positions. I need to move that. I don't know why I have him up so high. I'm going to take Brian Robinson because he's not going to make it back to me. And I've been somewhat sort of on this like Brian Robinson trip lately. Like he might be end up one of my highest exposed players. I actually want to check that out real quick. So give me a second. I don't know if this is what this looks like when I minimize my screen, but give me a second. Washington has, a really good start to their running back schedule. They have like top 5 week 1, top 5 week 5, top 5 week 6, top 5 week 10. Week 14 is decent. Meh. Playoff schedule, but like for my RB3, I feel pretty good about it. Well, that kind of works out because Tennessee has week 1, so does Najee. But then Najee and Henry have really good 2 through 4s. Frank. Oh, fudge. Fudge. Made a hot pocket. Double pepperoni. I thought it would taste better with ranch, but it didn't. And I don't understand why it comes with two. I can't cook two at a time. It says one sandwich, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Two sandwiches, better just to cook one at a time. Hot Pocket is trolling me. But they weren't wrong. I should have just made one at a time. Let's see here. I didn't listen to anybody from today. I think I was about to listen to Liam in his videos today, but I didn't get to it. I listened to yesterday's videos with Spags, Pete, and the Fantasy Life guys, Matthew Berry, and the Australian dude. It was all pretty good episodes. Something crazy. A lot of people talk about JT. I have zero JT. It's like, ooh, JT or Najee. Well, who do you think I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose fucking Naj. So I feel like a lot of people don't let Najee have the excuse for being hurt last year, but have like no issue taking JT, who got hurt last year. I just there's excuses for everybody else, but when it comes to Najee, everybody just says he sucks. So the analysis for Najee is always the same things too. And I just go back to just watch the games and you realize that like how big a part of the offense he's gonna be. And I know that most of Best Ball Nation knows that because you guys hear me explain it 1,000 fucking times, I'm sure. But it just doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense. Who else had a good training camp so far? I got Damian Harris earlier today, and I had a very similar build to this, so I thought I'd throw Devin A. Chain. Just in case he didn't make it back to me. I might still throw him on the end of this and just be done at running back. And it's nice they all have different bye weeks. All right. So now we're done at running back. Kincaid. I know that he's going to be like this amazing player, Kincaid is, but I'm not drafting him. And it's not this though tight ends don't typically do well their first year. And I don't really believe in trends always following the same way that it's always been. But I just don't believe in Kincaid. He looks super raw. He looks good, like on his passing, receptions where he's being covered by a tiny little person with nobody else on the play. Yeah, he looks okay. So I guess that means he's going to break out this year. I'll take Laporta, Musgrave a lot later. I think the whole Packers, they're just going to look so good later. They have to. They have to look good, or else I'm fucked. Let's see here. Oh, JSN just constantly looking good. I haven't seen a bad clip of JSN, and it just feels like he's going to be going in the 5th soon. And that's going to be tough because then I have to like cut somebody out. Because the fifth round is my like Justin Herbert, TJ Hawkinson, JSN. I'm not ready to cut one of those guys out. So right now, I want to get all my drafts in before JSN is a solidified 5th rounder. Which I was like, I was thinking like, oh, I'll just keep drafting like my underdog throughout the off season. But then I was really thinking about it. It's like right now, I like the teams that are coming out, and I want to get as different many combinations right now as I can because JSN is still a 6th rounder for the most part on here, and it's not going to be like that for very much longer. He went in the 5th round of this one to Kings of Kings, but there's so much symmetry between this year and 2 years ago for me. Hypothetically, I'm not doing exactly the same as in I was taking 2 wide receivers in this area in the 3-4 turn I did 2 years ago. But I think the draft market's a little bit different. So at the same time, I feel like I'm still kind of doing the exact same thing, which is grabbing 2 players that the community like the other piece, so most people liked Robert Woods versus Cooper Kupp, whatever. And most people liked Chris Godwin versus everything else in that area. So it's not entirely the same, but because nobody likes Najee. There's only like 2 people that like Najee Harris. That's 3. Me, Eagles, and Davis. As far as I know. I know Pat's okay with Najee. Spike Week guys hate Najee. Who else hates Najee? All the Splash guys hate Najee, Spags, and all them, which is fine. I know the Fantasy Flock likes Najee, which is I feel like that's a good person to be connected to at this point. Killing it out there, man. Killing it. That dude is rocking out with his cock out. We're going to go Chigs here. We're at 145. I was going to have to go Gerald Everett, but now I'm thinking about it. 164 doesn't seem like it's going to make it back to me. 166. And I know somebody else has Romeo Dubs. Not exactly sure who. So I'm not too worried about missing out on that. I don't want to miss out on Jordan Love. Get your guys. No reason to push it for no reason. Especially when he had a good video today. So which means he's probably not going to make it to his ADP. I'm on the clock in 12 right now. Slow draft season, baby. And I will suggest to everybody, don't do slows on DraftKings. It's a little chaotic. Slows on Underdog are great because it has how much time you have left, plus like it puts the one with the least amount of time on top. It's like perfectly in order. So if you find yourself having to do slow drafts versus get the pick, always choose the slow drafts on Underdog and choose the fast drafts on DK. Meaning my cold hot pocket. Hot pocket. Jim Gaffigan's going to go down as one of the greatest comedians of all time. Felix, I forgot to tell you, I hit that Love Reed stack, but ended up going with Michael Mayer when Musgrave was gone. That's a good stack, though. Love Reed is nice, and then the hit Musgrave, it would have been great. I think they just released OJ Howard, which means it's only Austin Hooper ahead of Michael Mayer. Like, that's good news for him. And again, I'm not anti freshman tight end, rookie tight end. I'm just anti Dalton Kincaid being where he's going that high. I love Laporta, I like Mayer, and I like Musgrave. I just think Kincaid's being drafted way too high when there's a guy that's in his position that actually has already a spot there. And I don't think that they're going to take him off the field. That way Kincaid can come and play. Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. That one doesn't make sense to me. Laporta, there's really not really much competition ahead of him. Mayer, it's literally only Austin Hooper. Should beat him out. Musgrave is the only guy there. I mean, they drafted the other guy. I'm not anti-Ricky Titan. I'm just anti-Kincaid. Which is why I'm like, he's going to be the only one that works out because that's the only one I don't like. Also, of course, because Liam has him, right? Dude's luckier than them. Dude's luckier than Santa Claus. That couldn't have fallen better to me. Though I do like Rashid Shaheed and Alec Pierce. Though I've been more on A.T. Perry for the New Orleans stack. There's nothing against Rashid Shaheed. I just like. What's his face a bunch now? So I'm going to grab Pickett here. I've been doing it a couple times today. Najee's a pretty good pass catching down back. And I think that the Pittsburgh offense is going to be overall improved. I was thinking about it. It's like one of the picks that's like, and George Pickens is on a whole nother level. But if something happens to Deontay, and he really kind of went down with a weird injury, I think it was yesterday. Like, Allen Robinson would be like a certified stud, you know. And I hate I didn't draft a single share of Allen Robinson. He was a hard fade for me, partially because where he was going. And he's going in the last round now this year. So, I mean, he's perfectly viable this year versus last. So, go ahead, star him up. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I do not. Where you at, homie? I feel like I have a similar team to this, but it had AJ Dillon on it instead of A-Chain or Brian Robinson, one of the two. And that's why I kind of say, like, I've had similar teams to this build. And I don't really mind if they're both 6 week when we have the first one be like your elite. It's on a bye. I'm pretty weak at receiver. I will say that, but we're only going to grab one more tight end and then 2 more wide receivers. Which one of them should be A-Rob? Not, somebody takes him, they take him. Then we'll probably go out Calvin Austin. Calvin Austin's looked really, really fast. I mean, I think he's just injury prone. But, I mean, Jalen Hyde's still out there. He's been showing out. Justin Ross is still out there. I mean, I like all these guys. I used to draft a lot of Darius Slayton, but I haven't as much lately. I really thought he was going to come to the Chargers. So I have a lot of Herbert with Darius Slayton. I don't care. I'm trying to win the regular season prize, Andrew. I'm all about that regular season. Yeah. Very basic. Very, very basic. I didn't want Canada to come back, but another year for everybody to understand the system. I guess a little bit. It's not that bad. Yeah. I don't care about regular or playoffs right now. I'm just all about that. All about that regular season prize. Because nobody else is going after it, so I thought I would. Which is what, I don't really want to stream too much underdog on my account because I'm going after it like in a completely different way. But also, they didn't let me change my name. So I'm not pro UD right now. Really? Someone took Justin Ross in round 16. The news is getting big out there. The news is getting big. Plus, Messi goes like, 180 something. He didn't go in the 160s. That'd be silly. Silly goose. Silly the Willie. All right, we're going to grab Musgrave here. And then we're going to go back-to-back receivers. Let's see here. We definitely need some early-ish stuff, which he can definitely be part of. He can be the later season type players. Two bounce back spots here for these guys. Claypool had a down year last year, didn't get adjusted to the play calling. Down year. New places, new faces. Obviously, he was there last year, but it was like late in the season. I also like Michael Wilson. So we'll see what comes back. A-Rob first. Michael, I forgot about what we were going to do, so we're going to do another draft after this one. I was drafting with the regular season in mind before the schedule release. That's good. I didn't. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't. And then I was like, well, nobody's out here drafting. I mean, everybody is all about about making it to the playoffs or about Week 17. No one is really drafting for the regular season. You can listen to, give me 5 people that are mainly targeting the regular season, and I'll start watching them because I want some more tips because I'm all pretty much out based on strength. I've been just focusing on strength schedule for the whole year, which is why I have a lot of Packers, Saints, Panthers here and there. Bears are good for the most part. You want Derrick Henry, as long as he stays healthy, he's going to be a stud. Who else? Let's see here at the running back spot. I had the picture pulled up. Running backs wise, Jahmyr Gibbs would probably be good, but it's just like they have 2 spots there, so I'm like, it's kind of tough. I'm big on Javonte, though his price has gone up, and it's hard to chase that price. I don't know. It's tough to chase the prices that you were getting beforehand, which is why I'm trying to finish my drafts up this week. I don't want to chase anybody else up, and I'd rather be in different drafts where I can do different things. The only thing I can control is winning my league, so that's what I care about most. Just trying to build good teams, see where the chips fall. That's good, man. I'm trying to win the whole damn thing, but not Week 17 one. Just 500,000. But you can't control anything, so it is what it is, whether you win it or you don't. Basically, you do is put yourself in the position to win it all, which is how I live. Reminds me, I need to play the lottery. You need to put yourself in a position to win, or else you can't win, right? And that's a degenerate gambler type mindset that I do have. You can't win if you don't play. And I'm a crazy person that likes to live that way. Put it on fucking username. And they made an app, at least in North Carolina, where you can buy your lottery tickets. Oh, shit, I hit the wrong button. Okay, Tuesday's jackpot, $1.1 billion. How much time do I have to buy these? I think it closes at 9:30. I think. No, it closes at 10:30. Closes at 10. 1 hour and 25 minutes. So 10:45, I guess. Or are there any draft structures that you think are better for the regular season price? Yeah, I think 3-5-7-3, like team wise, is gonna be the best for it because then you can double down like on quarterbacks to have their best weeks. Late quarterback is the way I'm kind of building, sort of like I'm going Herbert and then everybody else. Anyways, did I miss the memo about Zay Flowers being wide receiver 1 at Baltimore? He had another video pop up. Michael Wilson looked like a dog. Go ahead and take Michael Wilson. I wanted to go with not as many rookies, but it is what it is. This team might actually just win the league and put me in the playoffs. I think a well-balanced team with depth at each position. Obviously, you're going to be light at running back, at one running back and one less wide receiver. Because last year I would go roughly, like it was 2-6-8-2, right? Is that right? 2-6-8-2. And this year I'm going 3-5-7-3, which is giving me more. But I'm not. Last year was mainly doing elite quarterback with Zach Wilson or Jared Goff or something along those lines at the back end. And I didn't have too many, and you could get, I guess, go double elite. It depends on how you build your teams, I guess. But I've been building mine very, very balanced and like deep at each position. Like I have Derek and Najee here. and which would be mainly good enough. But I got Brian Robinson a little bit earlier than when he usually goes, right? But it gives me a little bit more depth for a starting spot early on. Damian Harris, I think, was a good pick there as well. Like, I think I'm going to have a top tier running back start out of one of those positions at all times. I think Cooper Kupp and Christian Watson are going to be in my lineup pretty much every week. And then I'm just hoping that this group makes it once in a while. Kyle Pitts should be in the and for this team instantly for example. Pitts should be the stud, but I think Chig will have some high upside touchdown weeks. Probably actually should have gone with Ryan Tannehill and gone that onslaught. But I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Okay, so now I need to go back into my notes and do the draft that first I gotta buy my Mega Millions tickets. Give me a second. All right, buy 12 quick picks. And if I win if I win the Powerball, everybody that is on my Patreon will get $50K. You have to be on my Patreon before the Powerball gets drawn. But if I win, everybody gets $50K. So if you already subscribed, lucky for you. I put that one. That's my lucky numbers. I don't know about you guys, but I do typically play the Powerball a lot. It's already one of my degenerate gambler things that I do on my own. I've got my numbers that I play every week. I just haven't played it in the last couple weeks because I've been focused on football. Perfect. Okay. But for bucks, I already signed in. I don't know what I need to sign in for. Give me a minute, guys. Just doing some degenerate gambling through my phone. Not trying to use my lucky rewards. Thank you. Does it have my... I think it's broken. Oh, I've been loving the 2673 with two mid-round quarterbacks, dimes. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, good insight. Thanks for sharing, dude. No problem, man. No problemo. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next draft while I am trying to log into my. Maybe I should refresh the app. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boop. And boop. Oh, 11 people. Perfect. Gives me plenty of time. My shopping cart. Okay. Check out. Why do I have to sign in again? Yeah, anybody that's subscribed to my Patreon by tonight, if I win the Powerball, y'all get $50,000. If I win. If I don't win the jackpot, then nobody gets anything. See, you're betting on if I win or not. I swear to God, if you make me say no, I don't want to do that, I'm gonna go fucking ape shit. Thank you. Accounts, home, shopping carts. Checkouts. I confirm that I'm in North Carolina. Allowed to use my current location. ... Alrighty. We have 17 tickets ready for tonight's Mega Millions. I got Kings of Kings back in here again. And PS Foreign Star. That was also in the last draft. Don't know anybody else's name, but I like Fake Johnson. That's a silly name. That is a silly name. Stat correction. Everyone gets 1 million. Felix misspoke, but you have to be a Patreon member. I don't know. Yeah, I could probably swing 1 million. But I'll compromise and give everybody 500,000 if I win the Powerball. Because right now that would be 4 million. That'd be 4.5 million be given out. So that's not bad. I could do that. I could swing that. 500K for everybody that's subscribed to me currently. I'm about to win 2 Powerballs with that. If I get a whole bunch of people signed up. But if you do want to sign up, it is $5. You get cool interviews like I did with Pat Carrain, Davis, King Cap, Megs, Pat from Fantasy Dog Pound. A whole bunch of people so far I've got to interview and hang out with. I'm on the clock. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Austin Eckler. Not really a surprise for me. And if you sign up, you got to sign up because when I get back from my trip, I'm going to finalize the teams for the free roll. I'm already giving $100 away to whoever wins the league. And if they get more than 12 people, I will start up another one. And we can do whoever do a smaller one for that, where the person can win up $100. I'm not too worried about giving away $100. $1 million is a lot of money. $100 I can take. So if you're good at redraft, take care of us nerds, and you can get yourself a nice, easy $100. And it's only $5 for the Patreon. It's not that much. And you get cool interviews and my rankings, which, are amazing. You don't have to ever see Ezekiel Elliott on your screen. What? How great. Who else do I have back there? It's DraftKings, so it's a little different, obviously. Let me go ahead and look at my DraftKings rankings. Just go to 250. Lobby. Pre-draft rankings. Oh. You will never see Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, Zach Ertz, Zeke Elliott, Logan Thomas. If you don't ever want to see those players, J.K. Dobbins, if you don't ever want to see those players, Zach Moss on your board, welcome to Best Ball Nation. By the way, Davis had me, if you guys watch the beginning and see my intro clip, it says, "Hi, I'm Felix. Welcome to Best Ball Nation." I had to do that take roughly like 40 times because every time I said it, I was like, "Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Roll Tide." Like, I don't know. It just wanted to come out of my mouth. I just wanted to say Roll Tide. I felt so Southern. Roll Tide. Welcome to Best Ball Nation. Roll Tide. I was sleep deprived that day. That was the day I did the 25-hour stream where Davis was sending me messages. "Hey, can you send me this, and this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I had to do that take over and over and over again. And I was probably looking delirious at that moment. Oh no. Okay, I can still do it. We can still do this. How did I mess it up again? Jimmy Bananas, man. I might be able to work it out here. I'm definitely going to try that combination later. If I don't get it here, Michael. I'm in the middle of a Kelsey Mahomes Gibbs Hawkinson draft. Ooh. Double elite tight end. I like to hear it. Okay, so if I Okay. Just one of those Tuesdays. Yeah, dude. I was falling asleep at work. I was struggling. I was on the struggle bus for so hard. I was standing up, doing jumping jacks, and trying to stay awake at work today. He didn't go already, did he? No. Okay. FYI, it's your pick. I get it, dude. Clearly, I'm in another draft. I think it should only be allowed to send that a notification once an hour. Because you didn't see it the first hour that you were on the clock and you missed it. What about the next 45 drafts that you're in? I get it. I missed it. Man, is this taking forever or what's going on here, guys? Okay, I still might be able to pull it off. I don't feel confident in pulling it off, but we're gonna go good Jameer Gibbs. For my boy Michael, because I told him I'd do it today. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hurt. It leads to suffering. I can't do the Yoda voice, but I like it. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Man, oh man. 9 beautiful patrons. Or they're called audience now? I don't really understand what they want me to call people. This is message 10. I'm supposed to send the message 10. No, thank you. I'm good. Thank you, though. Do they make it back to me? Probably not. Who else is did I do any other interviews? Did I miss anybody? So I had Davis, Megs, Pat. Oh, I had 2 Patricks. Patrick and a Pat. They've all had different answers to all my questions, which I don't think any of them are subscribed to my Patreon, so no one's seen each other's answers. You know what I'm saying? I think Megs had subscribed, but she did like that, like the same day she did it. So I don't think anybody's previously seen like another person's like answers before him. So it's very interesting. Metcalf. Wait, what? I didn't get Metcalf. Oh. We're in the round 10, and some guy in this lobby has 1 wide receiver, DK Metcalf. Ooh. I mean, he is good. He is built enough to be 10 wide receivers in, you know? Man. I'm trying to think how he has to have a double elite quarterback, 5 running backs. That'd be 7, 8, 1 wide receiver, and a double elite tight end. Does he have a 2-5-1-2 build? That's my only guess. Double elite quarterback, double elite tight end, 5 running backs, and DK Metcalf. No, because he drafted DK Metcalf in the 3rd. So he went Jamar Chase. No, he couldn't have gone Jamar Chase. So he went CMC. Derrick Henry, DK Metcalf. No. 3610. Ooh. That's spicy. That's spicy. So spicy. Okay, we didn't get anything. Whew. I did not mean to click that. So Naj went there, and Christian went there. It's tough. Tough for him, guys. Tough for him. I don't think I was able to get that combination anyways. Okay, so I'm not used to building a team like this, so I'm not mad at Drake London, so let's go ahead and grab Drake London. Ooh, I didn't know they had the same bye week either. Ugh, that's tough. We'll grab JSN in the 5th if he's there. Because I could have got Herbert. Oh, I could have got DJ Moore and try to prep Justin Fields. Damn. That's what I should have done. Hurts, Bijan, Mixon, Metcalf. Well, I got Metcalf in the 4th, which is cool. Madison, Lawrence, Javante, Dobbins, Penny's, Cousins. Ooh-wee. He just grabbed Zay in the 11th, so it's all good now. He can almost fill out a full roster. He's got decent quarterbacks, so he's good there. He's got very good. Hurts. Wait, my brain forgot that he went 3 quarterbacks. So he has elite quarterbacks. He's got 1 good running back, three okay ones. Javante could be good, but man, yeah, he's going to be crying at wide receiver. He's going to win every other position, and it's just going to be like receiver, 20 points total. Trust me, I was there last year. But my first receiver, like on a lot of teams, was Elijah Moore. That was such a disappointment. Actually, my first receiver was typically Gabe Davis or Amon-Ra, but my wide receiver 2 and like wide receiver 4 were just got, well, obviously don't play wide receiver 4, but like the 4th receiver I would draft were just so bad. It did not pan out last year. So making stands is not perfect, but when you hit, it looks good. You look like a genius when it hits. All right, well, I'm not going to pass on Herbert in the 5th. It's just not going to happen. Herbert, Eckler, Quentin Johnson potentially, Gerald Everett. We shall find out. Ba, 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 ba. And for everybody, after this stream, we'll head on over to Hope Bishop's stream. They are streaming at 10 o'clock tonight. So everybody here, when you guys are done watching me, head on over to Hope's channel. Her and Davis do 10 times better streams than I do. I'm solo out here, so like I'm only getting interacting with you and whatever's going on up this crazy thing, and their content is top tier out there. And so right after you guys are done with me at 10 o'clock, they're going live over there. So, which I think, well, we're kind of going at a snail's pace right now, but I'll make my picks quicker so that way when I'm done, you guys can head over there. And then when you guys are done with that, with their stream, if you're a Patreon member, my DraftKings rankings will be uploaded. If you want to use those, it will be uploaded. At least you had Eckler this time. Solo is hard. I appreciate the shout out. Oh, all the time, every time. Hope if you guys ever want one, I will happily throw one out your guys' way. I love watching you guys. I don't get to watch it typically live. Sometimes I do, but it's you guys are definitely top of my I guess it's my Wednesday and Thursday and Friday morning watch list. If I don't get to watch it live. Rondale Moore versus Damian Harris. Oh, I'm Damian Harris all day. I'm weak at RB, but I went Moore. Not sure if I made the right decision. I would go Damian Harris, but Rondale Moore's not bad. If you get Kenneth Gainwell, you get a nice Week 17 matchup. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's why I had him when I had him on. It was like it felt like super late I felt that, but then I was like, oh, it's not that late for him. It was like 6 o'clock, I guess, on his time. So it wasn't too bad. back on the clock practically. And I had to start taking JSN in the 5th. It's just not going to make it back to me now in the 6th. If I don't have a Charger stack, I think that's the route I'm going to have to start going. So am I about to go back-to-back drafts with Coppets? I guess we're getting Desmond Ridder on this team. Get Desmond Ridder on this one. I wish I could easily find the Trevor Lawrence quarterback thing I got the other day. It's like pick 90 with a Lamar Jackson. It feels like a King Cap type of team, you know what I mean? Like it's a very well built team, and then it just happens to have like a really like one-off late Trevor Lawrence. When I finish it, I'll name it so I can. We always sign off, and he's like, "Okay, time for dinner." No, I have a late dinner as well out here. I mean, it's 9:40. I just finished dinner about like 30 minutes ago. That's why I'm so fat. I work 13 hours, come home, FaceTime my kids, and then to the live stream. Tomorrow I'm making myself some sausages. That should be good. Spicy sausage. And I'm not a cook, so these are going into the air fryer, and hopefully they cook all the way and I don't have stomach troubles. So I already called it off one day this week. Though, like, I had 150 hours of sick time, and I worked Friday, so I don't have to do any more overtime. Like, I really don't want to. And I'm leaving on Friday, so I really don't really want to work at all. When it's vacation time for me, I get into vacation mode, and I just don't want to do anything. It's almost like I should just call off the whole week because I just mentally I'm not there. Just don't want to work. I just want to do drafts and be at the beach. But obviously, I'm going to the Midwest, which there are no beaches. But it'll be nice to go see Eric. You know, I'm sure I'll run into him at the homecoming for our old hometown, our town of. Well, I guess it's big. It's probably big now. They were adding like a lot of houses and stuff when I left, but when I moved there, it's 5,000 people. One stoplight in town. We had one kind of near like the exit part of town, but only one in town. They had a flashing light on the other side over on South Street or East Main Street. Went pick away. I almost act like I was going to draft Desmond Ridder there. Perfect. Don't feel great about this team, but it's, again, another well-balanced team. If Michael Pittman makes it back to me, cool. If not, he doesn't, kind of thing. He did. Okay. Oh, I didn't expect him to. I forgot that I was in the middle of this draft. It wasn't like I'm on the edges. That's why it feels like it forever long. Let's see here. Oh, my back feels so stiff. I cleaned out the garage. I was with my hatchet, just chopping down all the. When I bought this house. Oh, my son's 5 years old, so 6 years ago. We had all the houses it had cabinets already in it, They were very dingy. They were like falling off. So we bought new cabinets, new countertops, everything, right? We put the old cabinets like in our garage and like hung up on the walls, which was great. It looked tacky, but like it functionally it worked out well. So, but we're finally going to clean it out. We're getting rid of them. So I'm like chopping them down. So I got my hatchet. I probably look like, and my family hasn't been home, right? And so I'm walking around with it. Like I was like, I forget what I was dumping it into the trash can, and I'm walking out with my hatchet in my hand, and my family hasn't been around for the last month, right? So then I was like thinking, I wonder if any of them think like I chopped them up, like or like killed my family because like they my family hasn't been around, and I'm over here like chopping all this stuff down. Probably look like a psychopath, or maybe they think I got divorced because I don't talk to my neighbors. Like they're nice people, but they don't talk to me, and so it probably looks like I either went through a divorce or I murdered them at this point because it's been a whole month that they haven't been here. Look like a damn axe murderer. But I had like, it's so hot outside, but you gotta get it done, man. It's been a year, all this stuff in my garage, and I don't have kids in the house, so gotta get it done. Gotta get it. Rashad Bateman's on the clock. Am I gonna get him, Lizzie? Is he coming home? He's coming home to me. Ooh, Elijah Moore's still there too. Week 5. It's 2 week 5s. He's at 86. I don't think Elijah Bateman comes back to me, but I gotta take that chance. I gotta take that chance. Maybe that. Well, I guess on here there's no out tag. But maybe. If not, we'll get AJ Dillon, hopefully. So in North Carolina, there's actually like a lot of good houses. I mean, they're not cheap by any means. Bateman has been falling on occasion lately, which is weird because technically he is higher than he was. So like he was going at 106. At least that's where he was. That's where he goes on DK. So in my head, I'm like, well, 93. That's not really like that. Like that's not that far. But maybe he falls here to 102. There's a lot of big houses with like, I mean, it's expensive. It's like 500 to 600,000. Really, that's not that bad in comparison to what the market. I mean, I could sell this house, which is 1,400 square feet, for almost like 450, like 400,000. And they're selling houses out here for like that are like 1,900 square feet, big yard, big garage, for like 600 to 700,000. So I'm like, well, we might upgrade. I get him around 120. Really 120. I haven't seen him fall that far. Yeah, he goes there at the turn. That makes sense. 2 tags. AJ Dillon goes. Damn. He got Trevor Lawrence too, so that's nice. Nice for him. Nice for him. Oh, you got him on DK. Duh. Yeah. On DK, he goes late. It makes 0 sense to me. And like OBJ goes around like pick 100, and I'm like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on around here? I can't remember. I haven't really drafted too much on DK, but that's what I kind of remember. I've been taking it easy on the old DK drafts. So when we get back, we are going to start destroying some DK drafts again. We'll probably do like one draft at a time, obviously. Maybe one for the regular, and one for the Patreon, and then call it a night. I will then have kids again. Love my family, I'll say it once again, but Man, this has been nice not having kids to do streaming. Everything else is not as fun, but streaming it is nice not having children around. So we're gonna get the double. Oh, okay. Don't know what happened there. Carefully click that. Awesome. Get the double there. Get Olave, Michael Thomas. Hopefully get Derek Carr, Desmond Ritter. Get that 3-stack. Where's he at? Oh, no, I don't want to see quarterbacks. Let's just look at these positions. What did I just do? Felix Castro. One notification. Megan Schaup. Boy, Megan Schaup. Because it was Megan Shout with a P. Megan Schaup. That was really fun being on her. Talking exposures over on FanSpeak yesterday was a lot of fun. And it was just me personally. I don't know. She seemed to have a good time talking about it. I love talking exposures and draft strategy and things like that. It's always a fun topic, talking strategy, talking theory, like talking the way like why we do things the way we're doing it. Like, what's your game plan? If you want to hear like that kind of stuff, go back and watch the Fan Speaks YouTube channel yesterday. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun watching that video, talking that video. And then we did the BBM4 draft, which was kind of an on-brand draft for me. I don't have too much Jahmyr Gibbs. It's weird. It's cool, but it's weird. It's cool and weird. It's weird to think that Eckler was going in the second round early in the season. I don't remember if that was before BBM4 or if that was while BBM4 started. 151, so still plenty of time not to take them here. This is running back time. I think I need Damian Harris for this team. I like Devin A-Chain more, but for this team, Damian Harris makes more sense. Gibbs is at Najee Watson zone. I'm also anti-Green Bay. It's not even funny. I am so pro Green Bay this year. Yeah, that's why I have to. If you want Najee, Watson, Gibbs, you have to draft. You have to go Gibbs, Najee, Watson. It's too tough to get. I'm probably gonna get burned, but it's almost too late at this point. It's never too late to take one team the other way. It's never too late because I don't remember what happened, but I took one share of Josh Jacobs, and that was like hypothetically. I mean, I was on that top 500 board for a really long time because of that share, which was a draft that Liam was doing with Osimo Baker last year, and somebody took Najee from me in that league, and so then I ended up having to like go a different route, and it was ended up being my highest scoring team, which is kind of funny. Like I was over the street sniping. I was watching his stream, and I joined the stream, whatever, and it's just funny to me. That was like one of the things I was like, oh well, I know Liam's like right next to me. I'm gonna take his bills and see how that goes inside. I think that was the team I had Diggs and Gabe Davis or something along those lines, and Osimo was just trying to get him to draft Detroit Lions. Singing my rag tag draft from DK. By the end of it, didn't look as bad, but boy, it's gonna need some positive injury luck. Don't they all, man? Don't they all? Alrighty. All right, we'll go David A-Chain here. If not, we will go Elijah Mitchell or Chigo Kanko. Devin A-Chain. Righty. We're going to hit Derek Carr in the next go. And thank you to Jason Van Buren. Or no. Oh, no, Paul. Well, Jason's always liking all the stuff I'm in, so I appreciate you, Jason. Jerry Glanville. I'm not sure what your name is. For always liking my stuff. And then thank you, Paul, for including me to reach out to Justin. I didn't do it, and I'm leaving this week, so my schedule is going to be kind of hectic, so I kind of want to get back into a groove. But I might ask Justin to either come on or for me to hop on his show next month, maybe later in the month or something, when I get kind of know what my schedule is going to be like with the family. So thank you for that. Let's see here. Are we close to picking? We are not. So I will look at Michael's team. Let's see here. Click. Pat Mahomes. Okay. Jahmyr Gibbs. I know that. Alrighty. Jerick McKinnon. Drake London. Marquise Brown. Jahan Dotson. Nice. Kelsey. So you had a Pat Mahomes, Kelsey. And then you already said that. Yeah, I remember the message now. Hawkinson. So you went double lead tight end. You have a stud quarterback. Who'd you get the other quarterback? Heineke. Oh, jeez. And, okay. I can't tell if there's anybody else at the bottom below Heineke or whatnot, but if Heineke's is a wild pick anyways. Keontae Ingram, Dortch. So you went with a heavy Arizona stack. Okay. Patterson, Richie James. Yeah, you weren't wrong that you're gonna need some injury luck kind of go your way. But this team if you do get that injury luck, you're a team to be messed with because that quarterback tight end combo, plus you have really good receivers and Jahmyr Gibbs, and then if injury luck goes your way, then you're golden. We're gonna sign him early. To the squad. 5-11-11 build. We went with a 5-6-6 build with quarterback bye weeks as earlier. So we'll see how this works out. It's going to be a little bit different. Elijah Moore on your bench. This is nice to have. It's funny. You got Marquise Brown, Rondell Moore, Dortch, Ingram. That's a lot of Arizona. It could work out. I mean, I don't think it's going to in that aspect, but at the same time, what if Heineke gets traded to the Cardinals for Kyler Murray and Heineke's the quarterback one for the Cardinals and he's just throwing bombs to these guys and he's like Kurt Warner-esque. I mean, that's what we're hoping for in this team, I think. That's what it feels like. I want all raggedy blowout Arizona points. I don't know, man. I just think they're so bad that they may not get any points, kind of thing. It just might be Arizona gets blown out 38-0 week after week, kind of deal. If Kyler's there, if Kyler's playing, I take everything back. I've said bad about him, but I don't know that they're so tricky because. If he's playing, they're not an elite team by any means, but they're a formidable team to compete. Like they're gonna have some good weeks, but I don't know. I'm not taking that risk. I'm glad you're gonna take that risk. I'm gonna take my big risk is Najee Harris. That's my big risk. Najee Harris, Christian Watson on a lot of my teams. That's the bet I'm making. If that bet pays out, I'm making a pretty good bet. I'm going to buy a new purple mattress. That was my first. I downloaded Robinhood or whatever, and I was like, oh well, I can do this investing stuff. It sounds like fun. The very first stock I bought was a Robinhood. On Robinhood was a purple mattress. I bought one share, and it went up like $2 that next day. I was like, I won. And then COVID happened, and I lost it all. Practically. That's what it felt like, at least. I just won 50,000 like 2 months before that. And I'd heard nothing but invest into the stock market is the safest way. Like as long as you're like playing into dividend stocks and blah, blah, blah. And the moment I did, it just COVID happened and everything went down. And I didn't pull it because, like technically it's still, what you invested. But I was like, I had just had a little baby girl. And I was like, I gotta pull out something. It was a tough year. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I feel actually really well constructed and built right now. I got Eckler Gibbs, Damian A-Chain, got Olave Drake London. I like this team. What's Jimmy Graham like? What's his ADP right now? 215. So he is getting drafted. That's wild. That's just wild. Wild. We have 2 quarterbacks. We have a queued. Forwards 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. DraftKings gave me 3 $20 tickets for my inconvenience of them not getting my 1099, which was nice. But I had to threaten them, I'm about to take some legal action. And then they finally got their manager, which finally got like things in motion. So I didn't have to blast them on MTV kind of thing. Heineke pick was very random. I'm moderately concerned by the Ritter news, and Heineke has shown he can run a competent offense. Well said. Well put, Michael. My Gibbs shares are finally up to my Laporta shares, but I've definitely slowed my roll on Laporta as late. Was there a reason why you slowed it down, or if you just wanted to like diversify just a little bit? Right, we're done at running back. So we have a double there. We have a triple there. And I kind of like how this seems being built. If they are away, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2 at the old ball game. It's gonna give it to you. It's such a weird thing. I'm not drafting Elijah Mitchell. Not that I'm not drafting. I'm just not going on my way to draft him. Oh no, I didn't see that. Ram star Cooper Kupp walked off the practice fields with the training staff during practice. Sean McVay doesn't know what happened or what Kupp's current status is. Could be nothing. Hope he's okay. Well, fuck you, JPA football. Jesus Christ. Like, that is the most worthless fucking news piece ever. That they might be just his friends. Like, dude, give a man a heart attack for fuck's sakes. Holy shit. If that's the case, there's no way I'm winning this year. That's 26% of my fucking portfolio. I might get lucky and get one of the other one lineups through, but man, if Kupp goes down before the season starts, no bueno if that happens, man. 5, 11, 13. I just realized that my wide receivers are so 5 and 11, maybe. You three play on week 5, and you three play on week 11. I just have to find somebody else with the week 5 bye. We're gonna grab Desmond early. That way we don't lose it. But start looking at receivers. Man, oh man. If you guys haven't watched the fantasy football show, I forget what his name is. Smitty, I think it's. I don't know if it's Schmitty or if it's Smitty. The dude's pretty funny. He has a phone number and like talks to people on the phone line. It's very interesting, very very interesting. He's got some usual callers in there, but he's very blunt, very very blunt. Primarily diversifying. I like. I've been liking Moster a lot lately. He helps me run hyper fragile builds with Gibbs. That's good. That's good. Back to the comment. I had a lot of A-Chain earlier, but the more I thought about it, the more I keep thinking the likeliest scenario is that he and Mostert split high value fantasy points. I agree. I've been thinking that Mostert at least gets the first crack and everything. You're either a very good influence or a very bad influence. It's crazy how I'll more or less stop drafting a guy when I check my exposures and it's still at 35, 25, 30%. Never stop. Oh. Oh. I hope I'm a good influence, but I don't think I am for everybody. Like, I think the way you should play, because we are in such like a hard competition with like everybody else, right? So like my thought process is if you go hard on your exposures and you're seeing similar team comps, that you're going to have, if you're right, then you have more shots at the apple. If you're wrong, it sucks. You gambled, you lost. That's like every fucking bet. You're gonna lose more times than you win. Like if I don't win the next 10 years, I'm not gonna be fucking surprised. I'll be sad and I'm gonna be broke, but I won't be surprised. And that's how I look at it. But when I win, I want to win everything, kind of thing. Like this past weekend, I diversified my one lineup. Like I was like, oh, I'll play a bunch of I'll play a different lineup in like 5 of the 7. And of course, if I would have played my one lineup in all of it, I would have won like 8,000 this weekend, but I didn't. And so therefore I got second in 3 ticketed programs. Second. So I missed out on the 555 twice, and I missed out on a King of the Desert run by 5 points because Billy Herschel or some Bo Hostler, I don't know which one it was, shot 9 under on round 4. Had he not shot round 9 under, I would have had a $10,000 ticket plus 2 555 tickets. Jiminy Crickets, man. I don't even know what I'm going to fucking pick. I was not paying attention. I like Hunter Renfrow. So let's see here. That works. That gives us like a different buy. Even though he'll probably end up on a team. Who's got another week 13? Wandale. Definitely can't be week 11. That's what we are avoiding here. I want Josh Downs. Best Ball Nation alum. Another week 11. I can't do him. Damn it. I was going to do, for the week 17 bring back, but I can't do that. I can't do four week 11s. This Trey Tucker guy, he's super small. Just like he's almost like what's his voice? Small. He's like fast like Tyreek, but he's like super small. I'd love to get you Perry, but you have a week 11 bye. That'll work. One of those two will work. I'm not for everybody, but for those people that I am for, if we were gonna ball out together. Like I feel like everybody that watched my streams last year, everybody seemed to have a positive ROI last year. Maybe they didn't, but everybody was sending me their teams, and everybody had a great team. So I just assumed everybody had a great season, except for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think everybody having a good season is a good thing, man. If I don't win it, I want it to be one of you guys. Which means don't do what I'm doing, because then we're going to bump into each other. You can do something similar to me. Therefore, if mine doesn't work out, then I can cheer for yours to work out. Then we can all win. Not all win, but like you get to win and I can just cheer for you. Same like I did with Cap last year. Once he told me, he was like, hey, blah, 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 blah. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Like I cheered his shit on. Like it was fun to once I knew I was out of it, and he reached out and said he had a shot at it. I'm like, fuck yeah, you're my guy. Like, let's do this. Let's go for it all. Even though it wasn't my team, I'm just gonna cheer for it, obviously. And we'll be on his channel tomorrow. Keycaps. I was in the red last year. Definitely had a good hot teams, but nothing to show for it by the end. Yeah. That's how I felt too. I also felt like that Buffalo Cincy game being canceled really kind of fucked me. I don't think I would have came out positive, but I think I probably would have come out closer to halfway negative. Because I lost 10,000 last year. I think I'd probably lose only 5,000 last year if that game gets played. But it is what it is. It's football, and it's gambling. Shit happens. All right, let's go ahead and read my team and the Kings of Kings team. I had Austin Eckler, Chris Olave, Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London, Justin Herbert, Kyle Pitts, Quentin Johnson, Elijah Moore, Michael Thomas, Damian Harris, Devin A-Chain, Derek Carr, Gerald Everett, Roshan Johnson, Dawson Knox, Desmond Ritter, Hunter Renfro, and Michael Wilson. I like it. It's well built. It's got a lot of interesting pieces. Not that I normally build like too much like this. I don't typically get Hunter and Michael. I've kind of fallen. I saw a couple clips of Michael Wilson. He looks really good, so I can't help myself. I don't typically get the full stack of Olave, Michael Thomas, and Derek Carr. Usually somebody takes some piece of it somehow. Getting Gibbs is new for me. Normally that's a Najee pick. So the entire lineup is fairly unique to me. So it was fun. All right, so let's see here. Were you at King of Kings? He ended up going CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Deebo Samuel, Mike Williams, Kenneth Walker, Gabe Davis, David Montgomery, Brandon Cooks, Dak Prescott, Jameson Williams, Jared Goff, Jamal Williams, Sammy Laporta. So he has a nice little Detroit stack. Did he get did not. He was unable to get ASB, but I got everything else for it. Devin Singletary, Gus Edwards, Raheem Mostert, Jake Ferguson, and Isaiah Likely. Solid team. Solid team. Got a little Buffalo skinny stack. You got a nice little Detroit stack. Looks like you got at least two pieces plus a bring back for the Dallas Detroit stack. Yeah. Looks like and you got CD as well. So you stack that whole game without really like stacking that, like reaching to stack that whole game, which is good. All right. I'm going to go, which tournament was this? This is BBM4. I'm going to jump into the next four let's see here. I'm going to jump into a certain amount of slows. I don't really know how much money I have in my account. Let's see here. I wanted to get down to 600 tonight, so I'm going to be in the next like 8 slows or so on UD's Best Ball BBM4. And then I'm going to be watching Hope Stream while updating updating my rankings for DraftKings for the Patreon. The link to the Patreon is up a little bit. If you want to scroll through the chat, you're more than welcome to. It's $5 a month. You get my rankings. You get the interviews that I got to do with like certain people. I think they're fun, and you get a free roll into the regular Yahoo League, where the winner I'm going to PayPal, Venmo, whoever, Cash App, whatever, $100 to the winner. Nobody has to put any extra money in. It's all coming from me. Just put that out there. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. Later, guys. Now head over to Hope and Davis's show.